What's going on, everybody? My name is Josh Washburn of Washburn Fab Co. And today we're going to be looking at the Welder Cut 55 DS Pro. This is a new machine with a full digital interface. My buddy Logan picked this up and brought it over for me to do an unboxing and review and test it out. So big thanks to Logan. All right, let's open it up and see what we got in the box. This thing is super compact. This is probably the smallest plasma cutter I've seen or I've had at the shop before, and it's super light. It's not heavy at all. Here's a closer look at the machine. Like I said before, this has a full digital interface on the screen here. It also has your water separator built into the actual housing, which I always like to see. I don't like when you have to mount them somewhere else. All right, let's take a look inside the accessory box. We've got the owner's manual, standard ground clamp, got a plastic air hose, and the standard plasma torch. This looks like the same, this is the same torch that like the Cut 65 DS has. I think they're going to be all the same. And we also have a adapter plug to run 110. Inside the torch packaging, there's also one of these standoff guides. For some reason, they have one of these slide-in fittings, like for this air hose. I don't use these, so I'm going to take this off and see if I can't find another fitting that's going to fit, which typically I feel like no one uses this setup, but I may be wrong. You're going to need to get a fitting that fits this to whatever style air chuck you use on your compressor. I went ahead and put on a normal air fitting like I use for all my other tools. So that's good to go now. All right, so we've got the air situation taken care of on the machine. I'm gonna hook up the leads and we're gonna run some test cuts on a couple different pieces of plate and take a look at it. I'm gonna run the pressure around 80 pounds. And before I even plug the air into the machine, I'm gonna go to the regulator on the machine itself. I'm gonna drop that power down to 80. I have had these water separator regulators explode, the plastic blow up from the pressure of my compressor at max power. So we're going to make sure to drop that compressor down to keep that from happening. Make sure to drain your compressor regularly too. There's quite a bit of water here in mine, it looks like. So right now, whatever I was doing last, I think I was bending some tube. I'm at 110. Let's get this down. All right, I got it set at 80, so we are good to go over here. All of these front plugs seem to be the same on all of these Welder plasma cutters. They're pretty much idiot proof. You can't plug them in wrong. And there's pictures underneath. You can see that's a ground clamp. There's your ground. I'm going to plug it in. We'll take a look at the settings and see what it looks like on this interface. This is actually a pretty cool display we got here. It shows that you are indeed using 220 power. I believe this is your air side. I haven't plugged the air in yet. You got your amperage control here, which is going to be this dial here on the center. You got step mode with the 2T and 4T trigger pull option. We're going to always run 2T for my preference. And post flow, we got anywhere from 5 to 20 seconds. I'm just going to leave that at 10 seconds. We probably don't even need that long. We'll probably run it down at 5. Let's hook the air up and see what it does. Ooh, that's really nice. I like that. MPA, we don't use MPA in America, I don't think, at least I don't. But there is a unit button for the first time that I have seen on a Welder machine. You can actually see the PSI. So it says we're at 59 PSI. Let's see if it moves with adjusting this here. We've got the machine set up. It says 81 PSI and 40 amps. I really am liking this setup with the indicator up here. That's something you don't usually see until you get into the higher end machines. I haven't really seen it on more of the budget level machines. All right, so we've got everything ready to go. I've got some pieces here to test cut. We got some thick 1/2-inch steel. We got some 3/16 plate. And we got some 14 gauge sheet metal. So that's going to give you a good idea of its cut range and its abilities. I'm not sure how it's going to do on the 1/2 inch plate, but we'll max out the machine and give her a go. I'm going to do it all in time lapse. It's going to get really loud in here from the air compressor, so you probably don't want to hear all that noise. Let's take a look at some of these cuts we got here. Here's the 14 gauge. It cut pretty clean. There's some shakes in the cuts, as always with the hand cut plasma. It's never going to be perfect, but other than that, it looks pretty good. Same thing on the 3/16 plate. Had a little hiccup here, but besides that, all good. Decent amount of slag, but you can honestly see this is cut on my plasma table, and there's almost less slag on the hand plasma. I was able to cut the 1/2 inch plate. Obviously not perfect cuts, but you can sever it. That was on max settings of 55 amps here. You could definitely do some cleanup on it and it would be okay. Overall, I'm liking this new cut 55DS Pro. I really like the interface that it has compared to the older style. I like that there's a pressure gauge with a PSI rating. Some of the older ones didn't have a PSI rating, I don't think. It was just the metric equivalent. I also really like the portability of this machine. This thing is tiny. It is comparable to about the size of the Art Captain TIG 200 that I did a review on, which these would be a good combo to have for some field welding on the entry level side, where if you're just using a regular generator like from Harbor Freight to get some work done, these two would definitely do the job together. This one's going back home with Logan tonight, but I'm thinking about picking one up, and I'm also thinking about giving away one. If you want to see one of these given away, drop a comment below. We are doing a giveaway at 3,500 subscribers. If you guys are interested in maybe getting a chance to win one of these, let me know and we'll make it happen. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It helps boost the post up and gives me some motivation to make some more videos like this and review more products. If you're interested in any other welders or plasma cutters reviews, this will be linked in a playlist, or you can go to my channel and check it out. And if you're interested in purchasing this machine, you can use coupon code WashburnFabCo at checkout for a 10% off discount through Yes Welder's website, or you can follow the link in the description below to get access to that coupon code. There will also be a link to my Amazon affiliates account where you can find this welder and every other welder I have in my shop linked in there. All right, thanks for watching.